What are y'all up to? How y'all doing? Let's see. I'm just stepping in for a few minutes, guys. I'm putting together some packets for for a church. And that's about it. So yep. I had a great day with the grandson early this morning. We went for our walk, we played around, and then I went to go look into an event that I'm thinking about doing. However, it's tomorrow, so I was extra early. Hello, Sedona. How you doing, love? Welcome in. Um, so I rode over there, guys, to just check it out. Because sometimes, I like to check out events before I commit to doing them, especially if I'm not really sure about if it's legitimate or not. Hi, S. Marie. Welcome in. So if I'm not sure if it's legitimate or not, won't do the first event. I'll check it out first because, like it's a lot of. But sometimes they'll go and they'll copy the same. They'll go in there, copy their information, and they don't even be a part of that particular group. So a lot of them say contact me directly, and a lot of the original people that are doing it say contact them also. So people won't get scammed, but the scammers are also doing the same thing. So I like to proceed with caution, and before because I've almost been scammed before. So that's why I like to check in first to see. So let me see what you guys are saying. Uh-oh. Let me see what y'all saying. What y'all up to today? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Right now I'm doing some packets for a church. So as y'all know, I said I'm not going to work on Saturdays, but I'm going to do these, and that's going to be about it. But me and Cameron, we had us a adventurous morning, to say the least. We went on our regular walk. We had our breakfast. We went on our regular walk. Um, we came back. We went in the backyard and with boomerangs and slingshots and whoopee cushions. So after that, like I said, I went to that place to see if it was a scam or not. I was early, guys. It wasn't today. It's tomorrow. So with that being said, I need to go back and check it out again to make sure, because like I said, I don't want to provide them any money if they're not legit. Time they do an event, then I'll know that they're legitimate. And the lady asked me to come to her because I told her, I said, well, I'm going to pass this time. However, I may stop by to support the other vendors. And she said, oh, that would be great. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get her direct information. That way I'll know from here on out, whatever events she's hosting, I'll know that they're legitimate because I will contact her directly. And sometimes those are the steps that we have to take, especially when we're new to an area and we don't know many people, and there's scammers every comments on Facebook. Hi, Sedona. How are you? Can y'all hear me? I don't know what's going on with the internet, or it just, I see me circling. Am I circling on the live, guys? You said you do, yeah. That's what I need to do. I said I was gonna probably do that tomorrow, but I don't know. As y'all know, my body has been wrecked with pain, child. So it took all I had to go on that walk with my baby this morning. But we do it every Saturday and Sunday. So I was not gonna not go on that walk with him this morning. It's buffering on and off. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. I know that it had started raining a little bit today, but I don't know what's going on. It just could be the company itself. So I apologize for that, guys. But yeah, it's just some little church things. I'm doing the journal, and I think I put it in upside down, y'all. Lord have mercy. I'm doing the journal and the mints and the ink pen. I got this deal from my good sis LBE as a so this is a little LLC for me too. So yeah, something small but impactful. Hi Lisa Bell, welcome in. Congratulations again, girl. Though it's only up from here, sis. It's been up. I'm gonna stop saying that because let me tell you something. It's been up ever since you started your. It's been up ever since you started your channel because you can only rise up. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop saying it's up from here because it's been up ever since you decided that this is what you're gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're welcome. You know, I don't mind. It's not about me. It's about, at the end of the day, it's all about us growing with, you know, and helping others grow. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate you as well. Marie, what you into today? What y'all doing today? I just came in for a little chatter while I'm doing these. I had did another video early. I mean, yeah, I had did another video, but I haven't posted it yet. It's nothing spectacular. So yeah, I need to be doing what Maria is doing, and that's cleaning my house. But as you know, my house is packed with inventory, and it doesn't seem like I'm getting any assistance with moving it where it needs to be moved or getting done what needs to get done. So I have to move the way I can move to do it. And that is what it is. So I have to figure out what my steps are gonna be. So that's what I'm in here debating and praying about right now. What my moves need to be for me and my business. You know, my little life. So yeah. Sometimes, you know, when you need to make impactful decisions, sometimes you need to be in a quiet space. Oh, okay. What kind of concepts you working on? Let me get my hand. That's what I need to be doing, Lisa. My office, guys, is a mess. Well, y'all see I got my little blankets right here. I got these little Dorito things that I need to just put in a bag. I still got some things that I need to do, but I'm taking a pause for the cause. Like I said, I'm not working on the weekend. This is the only thing I'm going to be doing this weekend. As far as work, I was going to stay in the bed and rest my body because of my, you know, I've been in so much pain, but I got on up and like I said, went with my grandson like we always do on Saturday and Sunday. And so I have him. His dad went to an event. And now, I mean, I may as well just sit here and stuff these. He's downstairs now sharing time with his grandfather. So I think they're watching some kind of movie while I'm up here doing this. But yeah, the other joker, let me tell you, my grandson, he loved for us to go on our walk. And we came back home. We had our ice cream that we always have. It's grandma's house. It doesn't matter what time of the morning you have your ice cream. Okay. We were hot, walking at sun, and that's what we did. We came back. We ate ice cream. He had his superhero ice cream that he loved so much. And I had some Rocky Road ice cream. And we were going to do a video with us playing with his, some kind of little sand that he likes to play with. But he also wanted to do a video, but his iPad was dead. So, we didn't do the, we were talking about slingshots. And I said, I think Granny got a slingshot. Y'all know, I was gonna make him one of them old-fashioned slingshots back in the day with the clothes hanging and the rubber bands, y'all. But I couldn't find my rubber bands. However, I'm still going to teach him how to make it. But I did have those little games. Y'all know them games from Pop Shelf. They had the whoopee cushion in it and the slingshot in it. That's what I had gave him to play with. And then we went outside and played with the boomerangs. Of course, he threw 2 boomerangs, guys, on the house. On top of the house. Uh-oh. I don't know how you're going to get that down. I said, he told me, you can get it down. Oh, no, I'm not. With a ladder. I said, oh, no. And he said, well, I said, your poppy can get it down on the ladder. Because I'm not going to even attempt to stand on the ladder out there to reach the roof. No, I'm not going to do it. So he agreed that his poppy can get it down. Yeah, that's the safest thing. He said, or I got an idea. I said, what's your idea? We can go to Dollar Tree and I could buy some new ones. I was like, yeah, you trying to bamboozle your granny. But I must admit, the idea was much better than me trying to get up on that ladder to get it another one down. Let me see what y'all saying. So I'm just running my mouth and y'all up here. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let's see. Let me, I gotta go all the way up. I'm sorry, y'all was just talking and I was talking and. Okay, I did see Maria said she's cleaning. Okay, so Donna said we hear you good. Yes, we hear you. It's buffering a little. Okay, I saw that. I said hello to Lisa Bell. Let's see. Hi, Miss B Baskets and more. Welcome in. I'm so glad that you joined the live. No, my thing. I don't know what's going on with the screen. Let's see. Hi, pretty girls and designs. How are you? I'm at Pretty Girls by look Designs by Tasha. I done gave you a whole new name, girl. Listen. I done gave you a whole new name, Tasha. How my baby over there doing? Working on concepts. Okay. Also cleaning and reorganizing. Continued prayers. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing no shout outs. Not lately, Sedona. Yeah, Lisa Bell, I need you to come on now and give me a content or two. Give me something that I might want to LLC. Again, I'm just making some little packets for a church. That's all. And that's all I'm doing today. And I said, well, I'm sitting right here. I may as well go live. See what my peeps up to. What know if it's something that's going on with AT&T or what. Can you guys hear me now? If it continues, then I'll have to live and do something else because this is crazy. I have no idea why it's buffering. I mean, it's not like it's storming rain. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Songbird. Welcome into the live. How are you? What are you over there into today, ma'am? Okay. So am I back, guys? I hope I am because I'm talking. If it continues, y'all know I'm not the one for the tomfoolery. If it continues to buffer, then I'll end the live. Good. I'm happy to hear that you're resting. Yeah, I'm not doing anything too strenuous today. I did enough strenuous today by walking, going on that walk and playing boomerang, everything else, red light, green light. Um, so yeah, I'm act, excuse me, I'm actually sitting down working, which is hard for me to do, is to sit down and work. But this is something that's not taking a whole lot. I can't even call it working, but separating toothbrushes and shrink wrapping them. Oh, okay. What the individual ones that you had gotten from where you got them from? Yeah, I have a few that are in a pack of 4, I think it is. But yeah, to be honest with y'all, I'm done with them toothbrushes for right now that I could put. I do have some LOL and stuff like that toothbrushes, but to be and Monster High, but to be honest with you guys, LOL did not do very well in my area at all. I have a crap load of LOL stuff. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to get you some rest. But yeah, guys, that's all I'm doing. I don't know. Now next week I know that I have some appointments. So I think they start Monday. So I really do probably need to come and do some work on Sunday after my son leaves. So I probably need to do at least 30 baskets before he leaves. Yeah, I know my numbers. I'll be trying to do 30 each day. Um, because like I said, I never know when my body gonna put me down. At first, I wasn't putting a number on how many I wanted to do a day, but I felt by me putting a number on it would make me be more will hold me more accountable to what I'm trying to do with my business going forward, and that is to create baskets daily so that when the holidays and stuff roll around, or if illness roll around and someone needs something, I don't have to rush to try to get it done because I already have some gifts already made. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me see what you're saying. I'm surprised kids love LOL. Yeah, yeah, they didn't. I even had a customer tell me that the little dogs was dressed too risque. I mean, here I kind of agree with them with that because I mean they do look like they was headed to the pole. I mean, I'm just saying they were on their way, girl. Yeah, that's what it. I mean, but it's up to them, you know. What I may think it's okay, it may not be okay, you know, and that's their right to have their opinion onto whatever they're gonna buy and spend their money on. But yeah, they didn't they didn't go over very well here. But I'm okay with that because like I said, um I can always do something else with them. You know, we have excuse me. We have little places here that I could donate that stuff to. If it does not sell this year, for Easter or Valentine's or Easter or Christmas, after this year I would probably donate them. Okay. I would probably donate them to a probable cause. Um, but we'll see what it does. Um, or I may just need to go to another area and try to sell them there. But you know, only time will tell, and I'll just govern myself accordingly at that time. I'm not completely counting them out, but I will whatchamacallit, I will, you know, like I said, govern myself accordingly when time comes. So, still interested in the community. I mean, I can do that, but I mean, they're gonna have to be paying for shipping and all that stuff, and sometimes it costs more than the packaging was worth. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I have my reading from the Lord for the next week, saying that everything is gonna be simply amazing because He's in control, and He already blessed me with whatever's coming my way. So that was my reading from the Lord this for next week and going forward. So yeah, I got my reading. Thank you anyway. See if someone in the community. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind checking to see. Hello, entrepreneurial diary. Yeah, I know you, girl, can't talk. So yeah, I'll look and see um, if they're interested. Well, if anyone is interested, let me know. Like I said, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna try again this year for Christmas, and again for Valentine's and Easter, and then I'll make a decision then as to what my plans are going to be going forward for the L. And I was really surprised as well, and that they didn't sell well. Neither did Gabby Dollhouse did okay, but um not to the capacity that I was thinking she would do. Barbie did okay, also, but like I said, I was expecting more for Barbie, you know. But yeah, they didn't do well in this area at all. My neighbor, she bought, some of my Barbie stuff when I had my yard sale. She bought a few of my big Barbie bundle. And then her also came and bought something. But Barbie sold really slow in my area as well. I thought it was going to be a major hit, but she wasn't. And that's okay. Like I said, they live to see another holiday. You know. So let's see what you guys are saying. Like I said, different events, different times, you know, different people looking for different things. We can't just count it out because of that one time. You know what I'm saying? We have to probably reinvent it or keep it as it is and put it right on back out there. And then we also have to face the fact too that these kids nowadays, they're not as into dolls as we were when we were growing up. They're more into their cell phones and their, iPads and stuff like that. These kids are nowhere near what kids were a few years. So yeah, we have to also keep that in mind, that these kids have different interests. You find very few that are still interested in baby dolls. Now they want, lip gloss and, play makeup or, something to that effect. Speaking to a few girls in my neighborhood, like, I talk to the kids, so when I see them, and I want to ask questions, like when their parents was bringing them to the yard selling stuff, I was asking them about, do little girls still play with dolls like that? And most of them were saying, no, not really, so. And they were not older girls, They were like 5 and 6 and stuff like that. So I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked. You know what I mean? They just have a newer interest now. And I'm also finding out that a lot of them don't do board games and puzzles and, stuff of that nature. But you still have a select few that does. So, it's always good. Like when you see little kids, I'm always asking them different things in the store. When I see a parent, I ask them if it's okay if I have a conversation with their kids. and I explain to them what I do, and I ask their interests. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that helped gauge because of a certain age group. And what I do is, once I talk to these kids, I document in my cell phone, in my notes, what age, how old they are, and what they're saying, and their gender. Because I mean, they're right now, most of them are our audience when it comes to Christmas and, stuff like that, and birthdays. So we have to keep that in mind when we're working this business. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Claudia asked too about something like that. Yeah, kids are so much different now. I mean, it just seemed like over the last 2 to 3 years, these kids' interests have, you know, mature. These kids coming here now grown. So long are the days that they want to do stuff as a family and stuff like that. Once they hit a certain age, they want to be in their room alone. They want to just be entangled with their friends and their electronics, and that's it. I mean, and us as basket designers, and we have to change with the time as well, you know. So they like, the young ladies was telling me, yeah, they like the headphones and stuff like that. However, they don't really want them with the cords. You know, they want to be able to roam around. So they don't like the headsets with the cords. So now that I know seven a 7-year old, a 5-year old, I mean a 6-year old, 7-year old no longer want those things. My headsets now are geared to kids that are maybe 3 and under, or 4 and under. You see what I'm saying? Um, because they have the cords. And then I really don't feel safe with them having a cord either. But I'm sure their parents are fine with them listening to the whatever they're listening to, their iPads, because now these kids getting iPads younger and younger. My grandson, he's 2, my younger, and he has an iPad, and he listens to movies and stuff on his iPad when they're traveling. But you know, my don't have it on like a headset or anything. She just let it play in the background. So yeah, we're gonna have to re-event what we're doing and what we're offering for these kids these days, because they're no longer interested in that kind of stuff. Like I said, you have a few that are still interested, but they are young. You know what I'm saying? We have to keep in mind that the toys we get at clearance are on clearance for a reason. That's right, due to lack of sales. Just like that Wish. Wish didn't move off my table. I think one kid got Wish. She's no longer, she's no longer a new thing. And these kids move with the times. They want the not it. Hello Kitty, even, like, it's so here a little, but not like I was expecting for it to. But I didn't buy a whole crap load of Hello Kitty either. So, like I said, these kids, they're not, they're heading in a different direction. So we're gonna have to be more innovative as to what we do with our gift basket. Or if you may even consider just doing adults, like adult only baskets. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy doing the Easter baskets and stuff. But what are we now going to be putting in it? You see what I'm saying? You're right, Songbird. So guys, no, don't panic. New basket designers. This is just a realistic type of conversation that need had, because it's what's going on now. Yeah, we like to go and we like to get the sales, but like Divine Creation said, these kids are, these toys are on sale for a reason. And once you miss that age group for the kids that enjoy those things, then we have to come up with something else for the kids. And then, these kids now are into designer purses, they into, you know, name brand things, and don't want certain things. And that's unfortunate. They don't, enjoy or, understand the simplicity of life versus the materialistic type of situation. But it is what it is. This is a material world now. So they're exposed to things that kids weren't exposed to when we were growing up, or even when our children was growing up. They're exposed to more things now, and they have more options now. The electronics are now their babysitters, and that's what they become addicted to, and that's what they want to deal with. That's what they want to have. What's going on? What is going to make the kids want it the way we design them? Right, but if the kids, we could design them a certain way, but if the kids no longer uh want those things in their age group, we could design them perfectly well. But if they're not interested in it, it doesn't matter how well we design them. If it's not in the, if they're not interested in them, you know. So like I said, if you once that window of opportunity of that particular age group that is interested in those items, then it's a win-win from there. But if we miss the window of opportunity with that age group, then we have to come up with something different for that age group that's more appropriate for that age group and something that they're actually interested in, because I'm not interested in um, purchasing items to get out and talk to the kids and find out, okay, what your age group. And I talk to multiple kids. So I mean, I know every kid is different, but the age group is still the same age group. You see what I'm saying? The kid may change, but the age group is not going to change. So those kids that are now 6, 7, and 8 and on up, they're no longer wanting toys. They want anything that has to do with electronics. They don't even want to read no books, although they need to be. With the little crazy cells running around here, don't even know how to abbreviate um, um, different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And spelling words loud and wrong. So yeah, we do have to make things enticing, but to the age group that is still interested in those things that we're making enticing. If that makes sense. I'm not discouraging anybody from doing anything that they want to do with different toys. Do it by all means, by all means. But know that these kids are no longer interested in some of the very things that we're shelling money out for, whether it's on sale or not. It doesn't matter if it's on sale if they're not interested. So that was my whole purpose of speaking with kids. And whenever I go to Walmart, some children in there, I talk to them and I ask them what kind of stuff they like. What do people in your classroom play with? What do they like? Are they still playing with this? Are they still doing that? Are they collecting these? Are they collecting that? So it's just the point of being in the know of what this newer generation is going for. Hold on, let me see. Laundry. My 33-year-old daughter and her friends are buying a lot of these toys from back in the days. Yeah, but I mean now, because they're now readily available. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the adults may still be interested in them, but not so much the kids. The kids don't even know who they are. The adults are very much interested in strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake is now vintage and it's now coming back, and you're finding more and more adults interested in vintage. But I was merely speaking on the kids. I mean, yeah, I have plenty of adults that's interested in that kind of stuff. That's why I said, if we're gonna with these kids and their and what they're interested in has changed, we now have to govern ourselves accordingly and decide on the age groups, and also on if we're gonna continue to do toys for kids, and or if we're gonna just switch to adults. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying. So yeah, Maria, I like that. I guess I had just gifted with that big Bertha gift I did. That young lady absolutely loved Barbie. So I gifted her a Barbie refrigerator as a gift from my company um to her. So yes, they are now vintage. They are now considered vintage pieces. So the adults are now interested in them versus the kids. Hi, Lynn. Welcome in. You are so inspiring. I'm a new subscriber. I used to make baskets, but I don't feel like I don't feel like doing it now. I like to watch your videos. You are beautiful inside out. Thank you, Miss Ronnie. May I ask you what? Hi, still classy. May I ask you what made you no longer want to do baskets or not feel like you want to do baskets? Is that something you willing to share with us? If not, it's okay. I completely understand. Okay. I just want to get a understanding as to what changed your perspective or what changed your energy level of what from what you used to love to. Okay, guys, I buffered one more time. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, am I back? Can you guys hear me now? Let's see. I used to sell, but shipping was expensive. I'm going through cancer treatment at work, 2 jobs. Okay, that's completely understandable. I'm going to be praying for you, praying for healing over your body and a successful cancer treatment. Um, my mother-in-law and my 2 sisters and myself went through this. Well, I didn't. I had a tumor, so I did some chemo and radiation, but they had breast cancer and they are survivors and doing well. So I really wish you well on that journey as well. Okay? But that's understandable. Yes. We're definitely praying for your healing in Jesus' name, and wishing you a full, speedy recovery from treatment. Treatment is brutal, but God can give you all the energy you need and all the sustainability that you need along your healing journey. Okay? So that's understandable. Thank you for sharing that with us. I like to when people get shifted from things that they love and things that they enjoy, I always have an interest in knowing why. Because you never know what someone is going through, and you never know what took their focus off of their why. And sometimes we could for their why, or where they become frustrated and discouraged from their why. But your why, I understand. I understand. So just stay encouraged. And who knows, after your treatment and everything goes back come back to normal for you, you're cancer free. Who knows? You may find re want to do this again. You may fall in love with it again. Don't let that deter you um, from doing it, because you started doing it for a reason. So once all of this is over with, reconnect with your why and see if you feel the same. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's praying for you and standing in agreement. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you all chiming in and praying for well wishes and everything for her. Of course, Miss Ronnie Lynn, we are your family. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I appreciate you. And as Classy said, this community is amazing. We have some amazing, talented women in the community. We have some God fearing women that are uplifting and encouraging as well. And we all want the best for everyone. Let me see what y'all saying. I agree. Still classy hope. How long have you been creating baskets? Tasha, I had started doing baskets just for my friends and family. I've always done it, but I've never done it like on a professional type of situation. You know how we go to birthday gifts and I'm just extra. We just want something different than a gift in a bag, something that's personable, something that would speak to that person and make them feel special. That's just the type of gifts that I don't know how long professionally, not long at all. Um, just when I would start doing it with my for my family and friends, and that's about it. And then I was doing cakes. I used to do custom cakes as well, like 3D carved type of cakes. So that's what after I stopped doing that and I moved here, um, I recently started back. I just started doing baskets when I started my YouTube. When I found you guys doing the same things, I was watching in the bushes for a couple of months, and then I said, "Oh well, I think I might want to go ahead and try that." And that's what I did. So when I came in, when I started commenting in y'all comments, that's like when I started. Not long at all, Tasha. I hope that answered your question. I was all over the place with the answer, but I hope that answered your question. Yes, I'm sending a frog. You can. That's right. Let me know how you trying to set me up. Y'all, if y'all don't know, I don't like frogs. I'm afraid of frogs. Yep, I'm sending a frog for your birthday. You didn't you didn't text me saying you going live. I'm sorry. No, I don't, Ladybug. I don't want a frog. Thank you, Tasha, for praying for her. And guys, we just need to uplift the community. You never know what someone is going through. So if y'all just whisper a little small prayer um for the people in the community, um when you pray at night or throughout the day, just whisper a quick small prayer for everyone in their business and in their personal lives, because again, we never know. And I always pray that God protects everyone's heart and everyone's mind, because we know how the enemy tries to take over those things. And so I just pray for everyone's mind and heart, um, that we continue to be genuine to who we are, and don't allow us our hearts to grow cold in this business, and become greed set in and stuff like that, or our mindsets where the enemy try to tell us where you're not making a profit that you wanted to make, or this basket is not what it should be, and you start having self-doubt of your creativity that God has so freely blessed you with. So I pray all the time for our mindset hearts to know when we need to donate a gift, or when we need to let someone just take a gift off the table at no cost, stuff like that. I pray for. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying. Pooh Bear, Mama, she gets on my nerves. I love you just the same. We were texting this morning though. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Pooh. I got distracted, girl, with playing with Cameron and everything else. I've been making baskets for 6 years, but not professionally. I used to sell on occasions. Okay. Well, like I said, when you're back to your full self, revisit, revisit that. Still classy. Well, hope you look like an OG. Thank you. You are a fabulous designer. Thank you. I don't know why that looked like it said a fabulous daughter. I was like, wow. Yeah, y'all see how my reading skills go in and out. But I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. Maria says, Ronnie Lynn, you'll be in my prayers and stick around because this basket community is all also my family. You got that right. And there's nothing you guys can do about it. Do I have a Facebook page? I do. I haven't posted anything. Let me tell y'all something. I sometimes I don't put stuff on my personal page about my baskets. However, my daughter took it upon herself the other day and posted on my page, and she was excited that I reached my 1K, and somebody had inboxed me and said, I didn't even know you did baskets. I thought you did cakes and jewelry. And I was like, yeah, I do baskets. But, I didn't post my YouTube page because some people I don't want on my YouTube page. I'm just going to be real transparent. You know, some people you don't want to intertwine certain things with. Just like some of my crafting people. I don't intertwine basket with some of my crafting bits. And that's just because some things I want to hold to myself, and I don't feel that why they may not be, they're not interested in it. So I don't like to send people invites and stuff like that if they're not interested, and I know they're not interested. See what I'm saying? So some things I tend to keep separate. Like my cake world. I don't intertwine the cake world with baskets. I don't intertwine the cake world with crafting. That's just the way my makeup is. I mean, they know I do it, but that's about all. I don't have a business page on Facebook, Miss Ronnie Lynn. Let's see. Let me see what you guys are saying. I can follow you on your. I don't have one, baby. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, I don't have any. That's just me. I mean, some people be like, well, you need to tell people. I tell the people that I know that is interested. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just the way I am. Now, if a cake designer or like Miss V designs for you, she was in, she and I are crafters. She's in my crafting world. However, I knew that she was interested, and she was doing gift baskets, for her family and friends and stuff. And then she said that she was inspired by me also. So now she's interested in doing baskets and she has a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And you guys go and support Miss V as well. So not that I'm trying to keep it to myself. I choose to provide it to those that are interested and those that are interested only, if that makes any sense. Because what I don't like to do is I don't like to waste my time nor theirs. You see what I'm saying? So if I know that you're only interested in like doing paper crafting, or you're only busy in baking, then that's where we're going to keep our boundaries. Yeah, I don't have any of my links anywhere either. Yeah, I don't. Can you guys still hear me? I know that I buffered a few minutes ago. I don't know what's going on with this. And y'all, I feel like I'm moving in slow for real, for real. Uh-oh. So can y'all hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, I just that's just me. It's not that I'm secretive about it. It's just that I don't want to, I'm not a waster of time. So that's what I didn't want to do. So yeah. And also when I'm on the street, I don't tell people about my YouTube channel either. I don't. Um, I have had a few vendors, I mean a few vendors that are selling ask me if I have a YouTube channel, and my answer to them is yes. I do have one. Do I volunteer my information to them? No. If I say yes, I have a YouTube channel and they do not ask me for my YouTube channel, I do not provide it for them. And that's just the way I roll. So guys, I got a whole bag full of this stuff already. So yeah. Okay, thank you, S. Marie, for clarifying that you guys can hear me. I have no idea. It only did like it's raining outside now, and I don't know. But I don't know what's going on with this internet. I'm gonna have to call AT&T because what we can't be doing is buffering because I pay too much for y'all to be buffering. Now, what we're not gonna do is pay for services unrendered, okay, or interrupted services. No, I'm gonna need you to be on point for what I pay for real, for real. So yeah, guys. So that's all I'm doing today. Um, I'm thinking about me some food. Y'all already know what I want, some crab legs. But I wanted to get me some crab legs. I was over it. There were some people that was on my live that I guess was disappointed in the fact that I did not celebrate 1K. And that's fine. You're entitled to feel how you feel. I will be eventually doing a giveaway for 1K. I felt like me coming on uh and in expressing my gratitude, I thought that would be sufficient. However, apparently not, and that's okay too. But I will be doing a giveaway. I will be hold on. I will be doing something, I guess. What, I don't know. To what extent, I don't know. But I'm very appreciative of everyone and their support, for sure. Um, so when I decide what I'm gonna do, or when I get done with going through what I'm going through, to I'll probably I'll be more excited once I get done doing what I gotta do. As you guys know, when I found out, I was not feeling well at all, so that's another thing that kind of dampened it. But I still feel blessed. I still feel excited about the 1K. I worked hard. I networked. Some of you guys know that when I'm in your inbox, y'all already know who you are. We're networking together and to make things happen. And I'm appreciative. I really am, for everyone. I mean, I don't take for granted not 1 minute of anyone that is subscribed to me, or you know, or decide they want to unsubscribe. That's fine. I don't know if they did or didn't, or if you want to look and then even just try to do anything. So again, it's not about me. It's about what we're doing. Yes, I don't have any links yet. Okay, I saw that. Okay. Hi, Scully Pub. Welcome in. Welcome in everyone that I have not spoken to. Thank you guys for stopping in. Again, I appreciate you guys for your support. I'm talking about a whole lot of nothing right now. I'm stuffing some envelope some packages very slowly, as y'all can see. Partially because this hand is not wanting to work properly for me. So I'm going slow and else, but these bags, these self-seal bags, you really have to be careful with how you line up the edges, or you got a whole mess on your hand. So to keep my OCD intact, I'm just doing them very carefully and with love. So I don't mind taking my time to do it because I'm doing it with love. And we all know you can't rush love. So who else is working on? Esme Marie, did you ever say what concepts you was working on? I know you said that you're working on some concepts. What concepts are you working on? Is there anything particular? I said I was not gonna do Father's Day this year. If I do, it would be by orders only. So so after Mother's Day, I would immediately start working on other stuff, other holidays that I'm gonna participate in. But Father's Day, just I I just didn't I didn't do well with Father's Day, and this is like the second year. Well, the first year, it was so freaking hot that we ended up coming back home. We spent more time loading the car than we did at the actual at my actual setup location. It was so hot that I was dizzy. My feet had started swelling. My hands were swelling, and I couldn't breathe and everything. And then when I got home, I discovered that it was 105 degrees, a heat index of 107. So yeah, that's why I was like feeling the way I was. Me and my husband both, and I told him the money I could care less about that. We finna go home. We not finna sit out here and become a rotisserie chicken and pass out. No, my health is way more important than a coin, because at the end of the day, I can make all the coins I want, but if I'm not around. So we packed up. We went out there. We went out there a good 10, 15 minutes. We packed up and brought our hind parts right on home into this cool air conditioner. I got those muscle spasms under control. I got my heat, my body temperature regulated, and that was it. And so this year we went out. We did go out this year, and we stayed out there for a good little while. I did sell a few baskets, but they weren't enough for me to be out there in 100-degree weather. 100 and rising, mind you. We go in the mornings also. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Chosen. How you doing, beautiful? Hello, Sherika. Welcome in, love. You absolutely deserve your hope because you work hard. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah. So I was excited. But yeah, so Father's Day, yeah, that's a up in the air, um a by order, kind of situation for me. So once Easter and Mother's Day come, then I'll just be working on whatever the next holiday is. I won't be doing Father's Day. I use that time to reorganize, reassess, um, then prepare for Christmas and all that stuff. Christmas and Valentine's. So I'll probably spend the month of June cleaning and reorganizing, writing down my strategies for Christmas and Valentine's. So yeah, that's what I'll probably spend my June doing. So instead of Christmas in July, it might be Christmas in June. if I get done organizing in time enough. If that makes sense. I mean, Father's Day. I even thought about like changing my location just to give it a, another shake. Trying to get back to my normal life. To your normal love or normal life? Are you saying normal life or normal love? Yeah, so yeah, y'all weigh in and tell me how did you guys do for Father's Day? And are you guys gonna continue to do Father's Day? I can hear my mentor now, my LBE, telling me, girl, listen now, I done told you about these holidays. Don't you leave no holiday unturned. I'm gonna leave it unturned. I think what I'm gonna do is make some pre-made baskets and post them on Facebook Marketplace and around in my neighborhood. Kind of we have our own little thing going on here in this neighborhood in the community, so I'll post it on there, and then I'll post it through the city. The city, since I'm registered through the city and the county, I could also post on their business websites as a business owner as well for small businesses. So, I mean, I will still do something. I just don't think I'm going to do street sales. So, guys, check in your community. If you have your license allowed in your area to allow you to post on, as a business owner on their site, because a lot of them do. So yeah, try that. And also, if you have your community, also check around in your community also, because a lot of times there's things in the community, like we have a whole directory in our community where we live, in our housing community, of who sells what in our very own housing community. We have people that are realtors, we have people that are electricians and stuff like that. So we try now. They in good standing now. Let me be clear. If they in good standing, because even though you in my community and you live here, we want to patronize your business, I still need to make sure you know what you're doing, okay? And that you don't have no complaints and all that other stuff against you. So yeah, check in your community and see, because like I said, we have a whole directory. We have Scentsy people, we have Avon people, we have realtors, we have notaries, people that that notarize paperwork. We have police officers, like security officers and stuff like that. And we have people that sells Pampered Chef, and then my business is in there. We have a beef jerky guy that does this, and we have this lady that makes like that does clean eating, and she do stuff for that. And it's a wealth of information here. We have people that does embroideries, websites, business cards, banners, and I'm like, wow. So I'm happy to hear that. Let's see. Chosen, you said you're trying to get back to your normal life. I'm gonna call you after the live so we could chat it up and catch up. So do you guys community have that kind of stuff in your housing community? If you live like in a community type of situation? I thought that was pretty cool when I found that out. I found out by mistake. So every month we have food truck here in our community. We have every once a month. And sometimes during they open the clubhouse for the business owners, and we could set up in the community while they in the community center while the families are coming to patronize the food truck. They have the opportunity to come also to patronize us on the inside as well. So that, I think that's pretty good too. It's decent, you know. It beats sitting at in the house and not sitting in the house and not selling nothing. You can always go up there and try it, and it's free. So we don't have to pay anything. So I did it. I think I might have did it once or twice. Um and I was like, okay, well, I don't have anything to do, so I'll go sit up there for, you know, it's only a few hours. I think it's from 5 to 8 or something like that. So I figured, okay, I'll go up there and take a few things up there. To me, that's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have gone and I just would have stayed here in the house, I wouldn't have made nothing. So any profit is a profit. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I would have just been still sitting in here and not made nothing and made like $100 and something on a whim, you know, that was pretty good. My aunt lives in a community where they have recreational. Yep. And we have one. It's just that, you know, I was thinking about hosting something at the clubhouse, but the only thing is that we are in a gated community, and it's so frustrating when you want to do stuff like that, and the public, you want to let the public know, but the gate, you know, they can't come through the gate unless someone's letting them in or notifying them, and it just becomes a headache. The only time the gates are open is when they're broken, or if we're having a community yard sale, then the gates will be open from a certain time to a certain time. So I was thinking about considering like renting out the community center for a pop-up kind of situation. But that's the only thing, that's the only reason I feel that it's deterring me, because um we're in a gated community, and you won't get the flow of traffic that you would at an open community. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's good that your aunt let you use it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did think about doing something like that, but then I changed my mind because, like I said, it's a gated community, and I have to be mindful that somebody would have to be at the gate the whole time, letting people in, or or security gonna have to constantly call me and say, hey, so and so is trying to come in. Well, that's hard to do when you don't know who the people will be. You see what I'm saying? And then I thought about doing an invite only, but um, I don't want to do that either, because I want as much traffic flow as possible. We already know invite only is just like having a party. Everyone say they're going to come and then they don't, you see, because life happens. So I also was thinking about doing it just for the community, you know, just have a holiday. So I was thinking about doing that, but you know, again, I have to consider the participation that uh they rarely do with any other event. So yeah, you gotta weigh your options, and you gotta be realistic about the situation. You could be very optimistic about a situation, but then you also have to know what the reality of it is as well. And to me, that makes more sense than saying, well, I'm just gonna try it and see who show up. I like to weigh all of my options. I like to plan in advance, and I have to have realistic expectations as well. And so when that weighs, you know, you got to weigh all your pros and your cons. And so anytime my cons outweigh my pros, I'm moving on. Does that make sense? See, like my sister Lisa, she hosts events all the time. She is the overseer of all of the events. And she was asking me, did I want to do, did I want to start doing it here for pop-up shops and stuff like that. And we just find a location as to where we can do it. And I was explaining to her, every city and every county regulations are different. A lot of them do not even want you doing street vending. So you have to be mindful of that. And the fines are steep if you're not supposed to be doing vending events on the street and you're doing street sales. The fines are steep. For real, for real. So yeah. So now I'm gonna try to oh, I can't print it out from here. Oh, my battery low. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so that's what I'm working up against now. And my location is okay. I told my husband that I was seriously considering having another location, but I didn't want to leave my location because the people are used to me being there, right? So I was thinking maybe 2 locations. You go to one and I go to another. You know what I'm saying? And see how that work out. Even if we just do it, excuse me, for like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. Oh, I'm close up on y'all. Let me reel y'all back some. Like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. I feel like maybe 2 locations with the Valentine's Day and Easter is what I'm thinking. Not so much Christmas, because Christmas I'm okay with Christmas in that location. And last year, I'm gonna be very transparent. Last year I had a lot of toys for Christmas, but a lot of people wanted mostly adult gifts, if that makes sense. And I think that the fact that Walmart had those super sales, um, closer to Christmas, I think that's what um, kind of hindered a lot of it. But I did go to this one event that I thought the lady was going to do this year, and I did very well there. And like I said, I have customers that come, and I pretty much know what they like, what their kids like. I know their age groups and stuff like that. So that gives me an advantage. And what I start doing in October and November, I start sending out um, text messages to my regular clients, and letting them know, okay, um, thank you, Robbie, I appreciate you. I start letting them know, okay, time is near, and I will be selling. However, I thought you were going to be off the weekend. I am off. Came in to do some package some things for a church, and while they're having their dim time. But yeah, we've already had a full morning, and so I'm absolutely not working. That's the only thing that I'm gonna do in here today was those packages that I just did, and that's it. Nothing basket related. I'm just in here talking. We're discussing um street sales and stuff like that. So no, but yeah. Did you how did for Father's Day? But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing, 2 locations. And yes, Christmas um is okay. I did pretty well. Like I said, I had more requests for adult gifts. But like I said, I sent out text messages to my regular customers, letting them know, okay, I sent it to them in June, and I said, okay, Christmas in July is coming up, you know. And if they want to go ahead and pre-buy a gift that's already pre-made, then I'll allow them to do that. And then when July come, I tell them, hey, Christmas in July is here. you know, and I let them know what I have on hand, if they're interested in it or not, or if they are interested in a certain type of gift, to just notify me so that I could have it on hand. Or, you know, I look at it like this. Yeah, I'm asking them not only for them, but for potential clients that may be along the same line that they are, or thinking along the same line that they are. So I get their feedback, and once I get their feedback, I get their feedback, and then I document it. You know, I document it in my handy dandy book. Okay? And I just take that and I build off of what they say. Because if one person, what I've learned is one person like it, then some more people is gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? So that gives me time to start thinking outside of the box for what I want to create for what they're asking for. June and July, um, it is kind of like a downtime to me. Let's see. Hope I sure seem to be spending a lot of time with you. Oh, I love spending time with you. I'm glad you're here. Welcome in, beautiful. But yeah, so that's just my way of thinking about it, because once I send them that text and they reply to me, rather, yes, I want this particular gift, or I'm thinking I want my budget to be something else next year. All of that's gonna weigh in, because what I do is I try to create baskets. Now I know that they buy multiple, and they really don't have any restraints on their budget when it comes to Christmas, because they don't really do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they may do something on birthday, but they all have expressed to me that, I'm trying to get comfortable, y'all, that Christmas is their biggest holiday to them, their biggest celebration. So I go off of what the people tell me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I have to govern myself, because otherwise I wouldn't know. Also, what I do in July, besides sending them a text message, you know, telling them that, you know, what's coming up, I also send them appreciation letters. I make sure I know when their birthday is. I send them thank you, happy birthday text, you know, and if I know their spouse information, I reach out to their spouse and say, hey, so and so have a birthday coming up. What would you like to do? Would you like for me to provide you with that special gift for your wife or for your husband? If so, get back with me. Let me know what you're thinking. We can bounce ideas off of each other to help you come up with the perfect gift for this particular celebration. So, like I said, I'm networking while I'm, you know, working. I still network with other people, other potential clients, um, people that's doing events. So I reached out to a few churches and a few other businesses. As you guys know, I've been in touch with the dialysis centers. However, I'm not going with that one that we all had not a good feeling about. So I've also reached out to them, and I'm okay with that. So I'm just working on trying to expand my brand and elevate what I'm doing. I don't want to continue to offer the same things um that I've been offering the whole time. I'm also considering doing the rose bouquets for Valentine's Day as well, um and for birthdays. Excuse me, y'all. I had to yarn. Let's see what you're saying. Miss Robbie said, all these personal touches really add up. By the way, of building clientele, it does. A great customer service relations. Yes, I completely agree, and I'm huge on customer service. I'm gonna tell y'all, if I go to excuse me, let me sanitize my hand. If I go to a I can't even reach to put it back. That's crazy. If I go to a business and I'm gonna spend, I'm gonna drop some coins up in there. I look for good customer service. Same with restaurants. I look for good customer service and friendly staff, because I'm that person that say, I did not wake up with you. I did not sleep with you last night, nor did I wake up with you this morning. I'm gonna need you to put a smile on your face while you're dealing with me. See, I'm that person, and I have no regrets of saying it, because a lot of times they be like, I didn't even know I was looking like that. Yes, ma'am. You got your rest and be face on, and I'm gonna need you to do this. Yeah, turn that frown upside down is what I need you to do. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm looking down because I'm looking at my phone since the writing is very large on here. Okay, I read that. Hey, V, how you doing? Hi, beautifully designed. Welcome in. Yes, my daughter did a rose bouquet for Valentine's and Mother's Day. Yeah, and so I'm really considering that, because I mean, let's be honest. If we keep having the same customers come, if we have repeat customers, we have to have something new to give them. I mean, how many robes can they give their wives? How many sets of pajamas? I mean, you can never have too many pajamas, but you want something new, something fresh for them that you have not given them. How many rose bears can they be buying that's, just sitting on the shelf collecting dust? At the end of the day, we have to think outside of the box. Yeah, we could recreate these things, and we could do them in different packaging. We can do them a different way, but what are we adding to it? I mean, am I wrong? If I'm wrong, y'all help a sister out, because that's just my thinking. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and I'm a firm believer of, if it's not broke, don't, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Leave it alone and go for what you work. Like some of my items I did last year, I'm doing again this year because I know they sold well. They sold well. So why am I going to reinvent that wheel? I'm not. I'm going to put it back out there, because guess what? The same customer that came may once say, I remember that. And they, my friend, like my wife liked it. So let me go on and get one for her friend, or get one for my sister, or even a new client may come up and say, oh, I really like that. So since I know that it worked well for my first time, the first time I put it out there, why not put it back out there again, especially if I still have some of the same items. Okay. So if I have some of the same items and that item sold well, I'm going to listen. I already know the concept. I already know what it entails for me to make it. I already know how long it takes me to make it. And I already know what I'm going to sell it for. So that already took all the guesswork out of it. Okay. So I know that that's one of the items I could do last minute, because I already know how it's going to go. I already know what container. I already know the layout, and that's it. You know, so I know it took me. It may take me 10 minutes to do 12 of these. Okay, let me go and do these right quick, and that's it. The only thing I'm probably going to change is my sister told me do sets of 10. So yeah, I'm going to do sets of 10. And if I need to replenish, I'll just come back home and do 10 more. Okay? But guys, that's what I'm going to do this year. Um I'm serious about not working the weekends, because I mean, I kind of want to just enjoy life. I don't want me being a basket business owner overwhelmed, or just letting this dictate my life. Okay. So the way that I feel, and I won't feel so pressured, is going to do a couple of things for me by me coming in here working from 9 to 5 like I would do any other job. Okay. Me working from 9 to 5 every day and create whatever baskets I can create, rather it's small grab and goes, or rather it's extravagant baskets or home decor baskets, or whatever the basket may be for that week or that day. I need to come in and make them. That way, if the holiday rolls around and things come up and I got events, the only time I'm planning on working on weekends is if it's an event. Okay. So I've already got the baskets made up. All I got to do is grab them, box them, and let them go on down to where they belong. So right now, I still have baskets over there that I need to box up that's going out for these events that I have. I have 5 events lined up and plus street vending. Okay. So all I have to do is go back through there and determine which ones are going to which event. For the most part, I've already separated them, but I tend to re-guess it. Okay. So I'm going to re-look and then just stamp it and tape it closed. Okay. That way, if I tape it closed, it's set in stone. I'm not going to reopen it. Okay. But me creating gifts will also free me up for being rushed during the holidays. I can spend more time with my family during the holidays, versus being in here creating gifts. And I can take time for myself and enjoy my own self. I don't have to worry about, do I have enough gifts for Christmas? Or if I don't feel like I have enough for Christmas or whatever the holiday is, I'm not glued in this office hours and hours and hours on end because I've already done it beforehand. You see what I'm saying? So if you guys work a business, I mean, if you work a 9 to 5 job, and if you could squeeze 2 or 3 hours after your 9 to 5, I would suggest that you go ahead and make those, spend those 2 or 3 hours creating. And if you don't have room in your home, that's understandable. If you don't have space to store ready-made gifts, that's completely understandable. But if you have time and you have the space, what's wrong with getting it done ahead of time? Just think about it. If you have it done ahead of time, some people like to go and do the baskets like a couple of days ahead. What I like to do is I like to go at least a week to 2 weeks ahead in advance of the holiday to make my presence known. At least I have gifts and I'm out here. Okay? So all of my regular customers know I'm going to come a week in advance. 2 weeks in advance. And then I'm going to show up every day that week leading to the actual holiday. Okay? So they already know. They'll come and ask, "Are you going to be here, during this time?" I say, "Yeah, this is when I'll be back." Okay? This is like a soft opening for me. So when I come and I bring these gifts, this is to let you know what I already have. Okay? This is what I have. This is partial of what I have. And if you're excited about this, wait until you see what else I pull up with when that U-Haul come. Okay? Let's see. Awesome, awesome, Terry. Welcome in. Yeah, so these are the things that I'm thinking about because I don't want to, when the holidays roll around, my family's used to me cooking, and it take days to prep sometimes for holiday meals for me because I like to prep up ahead of time. That way, when I'm ready to cook, it's already done. All my chopping is already done. If I'm going to chop up the Trinity, it's done. If I'm going to, the only thing that I will not pre-do is macaroni. I will not pre-cook my macaroni or anything like that. I want to go ahead on and mix up my dressing. I want to go ahead on and mix up, stuff that I know I need to take care of during that time. I want to go ahead on and broil my ham hocks and my neck bones and put in get it cooked and prepped and freezed in the juices that I've cooked them in. And then that way when it's time for me to put my collard greens on, all I gotta do is take that bag out, dump whatever's in that bag that's sealed, and put my greens in there and go about my business. That's one more step that I don't have to do. I want to go ahead and prep my pies as well. One more thing I don't have to do. So those things take time, especially when you're doing it for a family, So me designing Christmas gifts to go on the street to sell, that takes away from that. However, if I already have those gifts already made, All I got to do is go out there. I can take time to do a deep cleaning on my home. That frees me up time to do my tablescapes, do all my Christmas trees. As you guys know, I do Christmas trees in every room. Um, that gives me time to do those things and enjoy them fully without saying, oh my goodness, I got to go. I got to hurry up and go and make some gifts. Well, no, they already made. Why? Because I've already started making them year round. And only thing that would have a holiday um, gift, only thing that would be labeled as a holiday gift are those that are dedicated to that holiday. If it say Happy Valentine's or if it say Merry Christmas, those are the only things that's going to be Christmas related. Everything else is going to be designed for all occasion gifts. Everything is going to be designed for all occasion gifts, except for those things that are labeled. Yes, and you're right. And when you cook from scratch, baby, it's a whole nother beast. And see, my family, they like for me to make cinnamon rolls and stuff like that. And those cinnamon rolls are time consuming and it takes time. As y'all know, you got to do your dough, then you got to proof your dough, and then you got to punch your dough down. You got to do a whole lot of It's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding because that's what they like, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah. But this year, y'all, them sap suckers gonna get in there and help me roll that dough for real. They gonna help me roll it because rolling that dough is no joke. So yeah, it takes preparation, and those are the things that I was doing before I started the basket business. And what I realized is that uh, last year that kind of took away from that, and that's something I'm not willing to sacrifice for nothing. I'm not willing to I'm not willing to allow me having to come up here and do baskets to interfere with the things that I enjoy doing for my family and the things that my family enjoy me doing. You know, um, we get in there and we be talking and kiki and kaka and playing games or whatever we decide to do. I'm not gonna allow that to take precedence. I'm not going to allow baskets to take precedence over those memories and over that time that we share. And this year, my sisters will be coming down with their family. They got Airbnbs. And so I would definitely want to be readily available to spend time with them as well. So that's what preparation does for me when it comes to family. And I said, okay, so now I know what I need to do. I need to go ahead on and come up here like it's my everyday 9 to 5 and create baskets with all this inventory just sitting around looking. Listen, I don't even care if I start designing Easter. Okay, we will. If I've designed everything in here that I feel like um, then I done did Mother's Day, I done did Valentine's Day, I done did Christmas. Why not Easter? I may as well. If I have the space, I'm gonna go ahead on and do it. If I have, you know what I'm saying, if I had a space to do it, that's what I'm gonna do. So I think that that's imperative because guys, we love doing we love baskets, we love making them, we love going out selling them, we love the money that we get from them, but at what expense? And what are we gonna do to um what are we gonna do to find that? I won't even say balance because I'm no longer doing balances. I'm doing priority over balancing life. So in order for us to set ourselves up for our successful sales to be in this business, we have to prioritize and make and revise a plan. So as for me and my business at JCD Creations, what we're going to do is come up here and work 9 to 5 every day, creating baskets to the point where wherever I have space to store them, that's what until I run out of space, then I'll stop designing. And at that point, then I'll have enough to do what I need to do for the upcoming holidays, and I still could share that time, that special time with my family. So that's my plan for me. Now, I'm not saying for y'all to do it. I don't know y'all lifestyle. I don't know how much room and space you have. I don't know what, if you doing Christmas for one or Valentine's for one. I have no idea. But these are just some perspectives that I put in place for myself because I know what I want to do with my family and for my business. So for my business, I'm going to come up here 9 to 5 and work. Um, I normally like when I'm if I know I got appointments, I normally set myself to do 30 baskets that particular day. But any other day, if I don't have an appointment, um 30 would be my starting point. But if I'm up here from 9 to 5, why can't I make more than 30 baskets? From 9 to 5. What am I doing? Am I in here looking around and playing around? Am I watching videos and lives and not working my business? Am I sitting in my office just piddling my fingers? What am I doing? If I cannot create more than 30 baskets between 9 to 5, what am I doing? And y'all know I got 2 TVs in here. So I watch everybody, whoever's live. Yeah, I have y'all on, and I may get on here on my phone and comment here and there, or a lot, but know that I'm still working. And if I'm commenting a whole lot, that's because I'm on my lunch break. Yeah, I'm gonna take a lunch break because y'all know I like to eat. I like the snack. So I'm not gonna listen. I'm not jeopardizing no snack and no break for a basket. Let's be clear. Let's be crystal clear. I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm not sacrificing my break for a basket. I'm gonna be real honest with you. But I feel like that would put me in a better position. And then if you deal with chronic pain, or if you know that health of sciatica may creep up on you, or if you may have a fibromyalgia flare up, or if you suffer from migraines, arthritis, anything that may hinder you from coming up here doing your baskets, if you know that could become an issue for you, working ahead is always best. And that's why if I, to keep me from laying in bed wondering, oh my God, I got so many baskets I need to do. I need to do this. I need to do that. If I come in here and work every day, like I said I was gonna do, I will be okay with laying in my bed and resting my body until I could be fully more to my full self, or fully recovered from whatever I have going on. Hold on, let me see what y'all saying. That's okay. Sean just said facts. What's up? I'm fully retired. Yes, ma'am. Prep time, especially during Christmas from scratch. Yep. That's smart. I'm already planning my Thanksgiving because I will be working the days before. Yep. Definitely get helpers together. I am the helper. Well, my husband is the helper. So yeah. That's my help. Me and my husband. And then if he's at work, at the end of the day, I gotta go work my business if he's at work or not. Or if he's tired. The JCD belongs to Hope Mac. And I have to go and make sure I show up for my business with a helper or not. I still gotta work my business. And sometimes we want our helpers to help and they cannot. You know. Let's see, good afternoon. Good afternoon. But that is smart to line up. Whoever that's willing to help, line them up. But also have a backup plan in case life happens and they can't come. Yeah, I'm on my snacks, baby. I'm gonna forever be on them. But yeah, if you got help, you can line them up. But you also have to know that you have to have a backup plan in case they can't come to help you. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I'll be doing from now on. Because let me tell you something, when I worked in the corporate world, I didn't work no weekends. Weekends for who? No, ma'am. Y'all done stressed me out enough through the weekday. I don't want to see your name come across my phone. I don't want to see not near an email. I don't even want to pass you in the store. If you work in my office and we not hanging out, and I see you in the grocery store, I'm going the opposite direction because you're going to stop me and talk to me about the job. Nope. It's the weekend, baby, and I don't have time for your tomfoolery about no job. So if I said to myself, if you didn't work a 9 to 5 if you didn't work weekends in the corporate world, you're the CEO. Why are you working the weekends in your own business? Unless it's an event. That's the only time I plan on working events. On Saturdays and Sundays, I'm not coming up here to create no baskets. Sure not. Whatever did not get done Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 each day won't be done on the weekend. Will not be done. And then guys too, if you guys have a family and you guys know you got to go on the street to work, do some meal preps. Do some meal preps. If you have a deep freezer, do some meal preps. Put them meal preps in that deep freezer. And on your days that you know you got to go on the street and you're not going to be available to cook for your family, I got to start back doing. I'm telling y'all, I had to put myself in perspective. I had to check myself. Because what I did not want was for my basket business to take away from what I was already doing. Okay? So in doing that, I'm going to have to start back meal prepping, especially the times that I know that I'm going to be working. And then I know I can go to that refrigerator, take out the meal that I've prepped that morning before I come and clock in at 9 o'clock. I can either put it in the slow cooker or the oven. Only thing I'm not gonna put, pre-do is chicken, because I want my chicken hot. I want my meal hot. So anything that you can prep that you know that can feed a lot of people at one time and fill them up, and it might last a couple of days, make that. Spaghetti, chili, you know what I'm saying? Do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just go ahead on and do that. It's gonna the work up ahead of time. Yeah, it's a lot to meal prep, but you got to look at the benefits that you're gonna be reaping from doing it. I mean, yeah, it'd be the same if you still got to go in that same day and cut those same onions, cut that same bell pepper, cook that same pasta, cook that same ground beef. It's just that it's already done for you now. You know what I'm saying? I go to Costco, I get that big thing of ground beef. I know right offhand what I can do with that poundage. I know that I can get me at least 2 meatloaves. I could get me 2 Ziploc bags full of ground beef, just regular ground beef with nothing. I know that I can get me a big 2.5 gallon of taco seasoned ground beef. I know that I can get me enough ground beef for my spaghetti. And then I know that I can get some hamburger patties, at least 12 hamburger patties out of that same package. So what do? I go ahead on, I mix up the stuff for the meatloaves. I freeze them. I fry the ground beef for in case they just want to make dip, like Rotel dip or something like that, or just want to put it on some pizzas or something like that. I go ahead and fry that, bag it. I do my taco meat, bag it. All is already seasoned. I already got the taco seasoning in it. Listen, work hard, work smart, not hard, okay? I go ahead on and I make my meat sauce for my spaghetti. And then the only thing I got to do is make the spaghetti. And because I'm so picky, I refuse to make my spaghetti and freeze it. But that's just me. Y'all can freeze it. You can freeze spaghetti. You can freeze pasta all day long. And then when you want to mix it, mix it. If you don't want to mix it, you want to put your meat sauce on top of it, that's fine too. And then you can go ahead on and make up your hamburger patties for your hamburgers. On those days that you know you don't want to cook nothing, but you want a hamburger, your family wants something quick and easy, go ahead on take those hamburger patties, and here y'all go. Go and put them on the grill, put them in whatever you're gonna cook them at, and that's it. You know, we you got to simplify your life, and that comes with being organized. You organize your life, and things gonna go a lot quicker and easier for you. It's all about being organized and having a plan. Let's see. Let me go down. Let me see. You said about the snacks. Yep, you're right. Definitely miss vacuum seals for the win. Really does save time and space. Yeah. And sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was cooking so often that I wasn't even using a vacuum seal. A good old Ziploc bag with, and let me tell you something. Get you a Ziploc bag. Get you a pot of water. Okay, big enough for your pot. Big enough for your Ziploc bag. Have your Ziploc bag open. Lower your Ziploc bag down into that pot of water with whatever you're gonna put in there, and it's gonna seal itself, because the gravity of the water in the Ziploc bag is gonna shrink your bag, and once you get it to that water, before then you zip it up, pull it out, and there you go. It's sealed. I'm just saying. That's what I do, because I'm listen. I'll rig anything up. I will rig. Listen. I don't have to have anything fancy to be sucking on air out here, dipping in this water, vacuum seal it, and hope that it stays sealed until I'm ready to open it again to cook. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a vacuum sealer. If I had one, would I use it? Absolutely. But since I don't have one, I'm going to work with what I have. Hello. Welcome in, guys. I'm going to use what I have. And like I said, that prep work, and before I come up here and clock in, sometimes I wake up at 6 o'clock. Sometimes I'm just going to bed at 6 o'clock. But either way, I got time enough to take that food out the night before that's frozen and put it into the refrigerator. When I get ready, before I come up here to clock in to go to work, it's ready to go in whatever I'm going to put it in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a crock pot is your good friend too. The crock pot, the oven, the what y'all got? The Instapot? I don't have it. I don't have an Instapot. But my daughter did buy me a thing that's like a pressure washer situation, a pressure cooker situation. But I'm old school. Miss Hope, thank you. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Hope. That is true. Mm-hmm. Right. You saw it on YouTube. I found out about a happy accident. As Chosen says, a happy accident. I found out by mistake. I did. I had meant to seal the bag, and I was putting in some water because what I had wasn't completely thawed out yet, right? So I was like, let me just submerge it in the water. But I had forgot to seal the bag back. And then I was looking, I was like, what is going on? And then I closed it in a hurry because I didn't want the water to get in there. And I told my husband, look at this. That's how I found out. And I had been doing it ever since. And then, you can even you can freeze your herbs, you can freeze, make your compound butter, you can freeze that. Y'all got ice cubes, y'all got them all, y'all get that olive oil, and put your what that is, that put your little seasonings and herbs in there and freeze it in the ice cubes. It's frozen. It's the exact content that you put in your food. It's just frozen. It's on a solid state. It's still good. You got your olive oil, you got your presto, you got all the other stuff. Drop it in there. Mix it up and put it inside that Ziploc bag. Inside that ice cube, and them ice cubes, freeze them to freeze them hard, and then dump them into another Ziploc bag. I mean, all your stuff is already done. You know what I'm saying? It's already done. All you have to do is drop it in the pan, drop it in the pot, put it in the oven, put it in the crock pot, put it on top of the stove. However you're gonna do it. And then if you want, you go ahead on and add your stuff. Like when you're doing your pasta, you drop your, you want to drizzle your little olive oil in there to keep your pasta from sticking together. You might as well go ahead on pour it in there. Get you some olive oil and go ahead on and freeze them too. You know how big you want them. And they got little ice cubes just like this, real small. If you only need a little bit, a little teaspoon, a little tablespoon, or a half a teaspoon, go ahead on and just dump it inside your ice tray, freeze it, and then put it in the Ziploc bag. When you get ready to boil your pasta, you got that teaspoon of already olive oil. Just put it in the hot water and go about your business. We're talking about making life simpler, okay? Because you got to think about it. When you get ready to go on the streets, you got other things that you got to be thinking about. Dinner is the last thing that you want to be stressed out about before you getting ready to go on the street or prepping to go on the streets, okay? Because you got to think about it. You got to prep your bags. You got to prep your bag to go on the street. You got to make sure you have everything that you need in your kit for your bag. Okay? You got to pack your lunch. You got to pack. It's a lot you got to do that you have on your checklist. I hope y'all got a checklist. You have a lot that you need to do. You need to make sure that all your bags and that your bows are bagged. All your gifts are bagged. Bowed. All of them got the price tags. This is stuff that you could be maintaining as you go. And you can do it with ease, knowing that you don't have to worry about dinner. You can pack your bag, your work bag. You can pack your must-have items. You can focus on packing the things that you need to elevate your gifts and how you're going to do them. You have time to really think about a layout of your stuff. That way you don't leave anything behind, because you're not worried about rushing to cook dinner and then you got to rush off and leave something. You see what I'm saying? You have that time to go ahead and do what you need to do freely, because now you already know the kids are taken care of, dinner is taken care of. Excuse me. Now you could focus, hopefully the day before or 2 days before your event, completely on what you need to do, because that frees up your mind, that frees up the space in your mind to wonder, okay, so do I have this, do I have that, did I can't forget this. And then in most cases what I do is I'll go ahead on and pack my car the night before, with my essentials. My husband, he like to get up and do it the same day. Me, I like to pack it the night before, because you can walk back through here and you be like, oh dang, I forgot something. So if I get a U-Haul, I'm gonna pack it the night before. If I have to move stuff in my car, then that's a whole nother situation. I have to get that stuff together that night before, so that I can make sure I don't leave anything. Because once I go to the site, I can't leave. He'll be coming back, grabbing the said items that need to come back, the gifts that need to come back, because the car is gonna only hold my tables, my tents, my weights, my chairs, my rugs, um, my banner, if I have a banner, or my everything like that is gonna only hold that first trip. And I may be able to squeeze maybe one or two gifts in the car if they're not too big. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you learned that in science class? They didn't teach us that in science class. Hi, Creative Living. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, guys. So, that's how I'm just working on simplifying my life, because I have so much going on. Um, so, I have to do what I deem necessary to make things easier for me and to also get back into my home life versus constantly being working all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I I hope that encourage y'all to do something or made sense to you guys. If what I said did not make sense, let me know. Or if you know a better way, a easier way, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all think that there's an easier way to do it. Cause at the end of the day, I'm just like the rest of y'all. I have no, I can only share what comes to my mind. But many people look at things differently, and maybe a way that you're looking at something could shed light on the way I'm looking at it. And I'll be like, oh girl, you know what, you right. That's much better. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm always open for suggestions. Please let me know. Because a simplified life for me is golden. It is key for me. So if y'all know any other ways or any other ideas and stuff, let me know. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, the night before is golden to me. And and that's it. Now if I get a U-Haul, it all depends on the day that I get the U-Haul. If I get the U-Haul 2 days before I go out or a day before I go out, I'm gonna try to get it as early as I can that particular day. If I'm getting it the day before the event, I like to do it early in the morning, because that way it gives me time to come through the house um, and pull the stuff that I want to take, and if I want to make up new, contents on site, it gives me room to think about, okay, if I put these boxes in here, will I have room for additional boxes for um, potential contents that I might want to create on site. So that's gonna make a difference. So I think about all of that. And if I go and I say, okay, I'm gonna get it 2 days before, and that's because I need to go to storage and pull some stuff, or if I need to come through here and say, okay, let me go ahead on and get it because it might be cheaper. And sometimes you guys getting it sometimes earlier or for so many days is cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, I'll get it sooner. If I get it 2 days in advance, I'm fine with that, because that gives me enough time to go ahead and put the items in there that I want to go in there. I could go ahead and fix my shelves in there and zip tie them to the boards like I want them. I could go ahead on and lay my carpets down. I could go ahead on and put my tables in there and set my tables up, because you guys, I set up also inside of my truck. I set up on the outside and on the inside. And that's because where I live, the rain is unpredictable and the wind is unforgiving. Okay, I've lost a lot of gifts um because the wind took them and just broke them. So on those, that gives me the flexibility of doing both. Me having the truck, I could do both. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, you guys, or not. But if you guys have seen how I set up the U-Haul, please go check out that video, how I set it up like a little 1 bedroom apartment. And it does wonders, and the customers, they like it. So that's all I'm concerned about, is that I have enough for them, and I also have a way to do it. Let's see what you're saying, Shamika. Hope, do you stack your tables 2 or 3 high? Are you saying stack them when I'm preparing or when I go to the site? When I, are you speaking of when I'm prepping or when I'm out on the streets. Inside the truck for customers to walk. No, I don't stack tables inside the truck. I have my two 8 feet tables on the sides. I have my 6 foot table in the back. I have some, they look like they're benches, but I use them for tables. I take the bench. I have two benches. I flank them on my 8 foot table on each one, and that gives me a tier effect. And on my back table, I just put my big gifts on that back one, and then that leaves me room on the side in between the 8 feet table and the 6 foot table. I would put either a box that I've had them boxed up in. I will put the box and turn it upside down and drape a cloth on either side and put a gift on that as well. I utilize all the space. And then in the front of the truck, I have two folding shelves that I attach to the rails in the truck, and that's where I put my small items, any small items that would fit on there, like mug gifts or even the small buckets that are not high up. I would put those on there, and then I put a big gift in front as the entry when people are walking in, where they can come and look. But it's set far back enough for if they're coming onto the truck that they don't trip. I do not let my ladder out for anyone. They either can hop up there or I can show them the gifts. But I also have the duplicate gifts outside of the truck. Okay, if they don't feel comfortable on the truck, and I can tell them, okay, I have the same items on the outside. The reason I set up on the outside is so that they could know what I'm selling. And I set out maybe two of my 6 foot tables on the outside, and that shows them what I have on the inside of the truck. Okay, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a display. Okay, I was thinking about buying the benches to give that. Mm-hmm. Yes. And that's what I do. That's what I use. Mm-hmm. I think they're 6 foot benches that I have, and they're the foldable. It's like the white tables kind of, but they like 6 foot. They're 6 feet. And that's what I do. I put them on top of the table. But as far as stacking tables on top of each other, I only do that in preparation here at the house. Yes. Those are the ones. Yes. So that's what I do. And that works for me. Um I also have my tents. I still fix my outside up. I still have my tents. Whatever they see outside, they're gonna see inside the truck. Okay. I have my tents up. I have my tablecloths on the tables. I have my rugs outside as well, just to give it that feel. So when they come into the tent, the only time I will not put the rug down outside is if it's supposed to be raining, because then that means I got to let the tent down, take the rug up, and all of that. So if I know for a fact that it's going to be raining, or more possibility of raining than none, then I will not put the rug out there at all. I'll probably do like a little scatter grass rug, but that's about it. So yeah. So guys, I'm done with these. They're just, like I said, like LBE. These are for church. So I'm gonna only thing I have to do now is print and cut the logos on my sticker paper, stick it on here, and go about my business. But this bag is full of them. And I'm done with that. I'm tracking it like it's until my store. Yes, that's right. But yeah, go check out my where I did my U-Haul setup and my tent setup. So yeah. And I get it big enough to where I can have enough space to move about. They can have enough space to move about. I can have more than one person on the truck at a time. And you know what I'm saying? So it's big enough for them to do that. And I rather step up on the truck than let the ladder out, because me with vertigo, I never know what that's gonna mess up, and I don't have time for getting dizzy mid-air and then tumbling over, and I don't want anyone else slipping or falling off of it either. If they step up on it, I'm there to help them up on it and help them off of it. I'll be going to watch the replay since. Okay, no problem. um so guys, do anyone have any questions? Are you guys still with me? I've been talking for a while. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and let me know. If you guys feel that there's a easier or better way, please let me know. Um, like I said, I'm open for suggestions. I'm all for all of us organizing our lives, organizing our business, prioritizing what we need to prioritize, and having a less hectic type of lifestyle. Okay, we want to be simple and free. We want it to flow. And I'm telling you, having products right in front of you make a world of difference. You can see what you have, and you as the minute you look at something, you can say, okay, I got a concept for that. I got a concept for that. And there's nothing wrong with doing multiple concepts and multiples. Excuse me. I'm gonna forever do multiples, and I'm gonna forever work with in multiples. Let me see. You definitely answered me. Next month, I will be looking forward to membership, starting with a new month with hope. Oh, wonderful. Yes, guys, listen, I do have a membership. I am now able to do super stickers, is it super stickers, super chats? I don't know. I'm still learning. And I also have memberships also, guys. So if you guys would like to join the membership, if you hit join, it tells you what you could expect out of the membership. And if you feel like it's not for you, I'm okay with that too. You guys can still come and see me here. Okay, I'm okay either way. But I would love if you guys are interested for you guys to join the membership, so that we can discuss anything extra that we may want to bring to the membership, and discuss some things. We'll be discussing some things behind closed doors. That's what I call membership, behind closed doors. So I look forward to continue to support everybody, and if I can do anything to help you grow your channel, or get more subscribers, that's what I'm here for. If you guys see anybody that's in this chat that you have not subscribed to, please go and subscribe to their channels. We have an amazing community. All these women are fabulous with designing, and I'm telling you, you will not regret uh going and subscribing to anyone that's in this chat. You are going to be amazed. So you might as well be ready and be prepared to be sick of going back and rewatching and rewatching and rewatching. Okay, listen, when I tell you, they're amazing. And it's not one person that's in this community that's not willing to share information, and they all drop valuable nuggets that will sustain you through your journey. You're going to learn something here, you're going to learn something there. And if it doesn't apply, chew the fat and spit out the bone. It's fine. No one is going to be offended if what we say did not reach you. However, there's someone else that may get something out of what each of us are saying. Is that what you, huh? Is that what you were trying to tell me yesterday? Huh? What I was trying to tell you yesterday, Maria, I'm confused. I'm not sick of you, sis. Nothing but love. Absolutely. And I'm saying y'all gonna be sick of looking at them over and over again, because y'all gonna find yourselves repeating. You're gonna find yourself going back. Say, wait a minute, how did she do that again? Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back and listen to this. Let me go watch this. Let me go watch that. You know what I'm saying? How did she make that bow? Let me go and watch how she made this bow. You know what I'm saying? You're going to constantly find yourself. You be like, Lord, I know this video is sick of me. Let me go back and watch it again. You know? And listen, you're going to find yourself redoing that over and over and over again. I find myself binge watching. I'm going to tell you. And I binge watch multiple times. I'll be like, well, I didn't see that last time when I watched it. You know what I'm saying? So each time bring a fresher eye. And you'll be like, wait, I didn't hear her say that the last time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you guys gonna come. Y'all gonna find yourselves rewatching, LLC, laughing. You're gonna find yourself on some of them, you're gonna be crying. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be excited on some of them. That's what I'm saying. This community have a whole lot to offer, but you have to take advantage of it. Well, you have to be the one that's willing to subscribe. You have to be the one that's willing to look at the video. Listen, I'm gonna say it. I said it last night. I'm gonna continue to say it. When you watching these videos, watch all the way through, because you never know who's saying what to give you the knowledge that you're looking for, or give you that nugget, or give you that moment. Okay, you never know. You're like, wait a minute, I wouldn't have never thought of that. And that's when you're handed in the LLC notebook come in. But if you watch these videos, watch them in their entirety. Don't speed through them. Don't skip the commercials. Don't skip the ads. You may not want to watch them, and they may not be for you. Use that time wisely. Use that time to go and maybe get another bucket that you need to do a concept in. Go gather some more supplies to do your concept in. Go get you a drink of water. Go get you some snacks. Go use the bathroom. Go check on your husband. Go check on your kids. Go check on your pot if you're cooking. But use those commercial breaks to do those things. Don't use those commercial breaks to speed through them, because these ladies are giving valuable information for free. The least we can do is let the commercials play. That's how they get their money. Okay? And when you're leaving a comment, please don't watch a video and don't leave a comment. Please give them a thumbs up. Give them a comment. Give them a 3-word comment, okay? Because I know y'all be dropping emojis, and we appreciate them, and we love them, we feel them. However, YouTube don't recognize just the emojis. We need 3 words or more along. If you want to add all the emojis you want until your characters run out, feel free to do so. We're gonna love and appreciate each one. But do those things, because they work hard to bring you content, and dropping knowledge, like I said, for free. You have some people out here charging for the very thing that they're giving you for free. They're charging big bucks, like in the hundreds. They're not trying to tell you no strategy. They're not trying to tell you anything to enhance your business unless you paying them to tell you. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with them charging for their knowledge. But you have those that are on here that's rendering it for free. Ideas, and not saying, not wanting you to not copy their things. So that within itself, they allowing you to use their content and their ideas to enhance your business. They're allowing you to LLC. If y'all don't know what LLC is look, learn, and copy. They're allowing you to do that without saying, hey, this is copywritten, or this is that. I don't want you using my content. I don't want you using my idea. You know, they could easily say that. But no one in this community is saying that. We all are open books and we all don't mind sharing. So to appreciate the person that is providing you with this valuable information and allowing you to use their content, just show them some type of love by leaving a comment and liking their video and not skipping through their ads. Okay. And if you guys can join those that have memberships, join their memberships. But listen, well, let me tell y'all, if it's not in your budget a month to do that, don't do it. Okay? Don't put yourself out there and for the membership, like to pay for a membership if it's not feasible in your budget. Okay? Let's start with that. We appreciate you guys having the heart and the desire to want to do it. We appreciate that. I do. I appreciate you wanting to do it. But if it's not in your budget, I completely understand. I completely understand. It's not mandatory. None of that. Okay? But yeah, guys. I wanted to let you guys know about that. And if you guys still need watch hours to reach where you gotta reach, let me know in the comments. Also, like I said, if you have not subscribed to everybody that's in this live, go ahead and subscribe to them. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I greatly appreciate you. And to all of my subscribers, I appreciate you all. I could not have been in this particular place in this particular time without you guys' support, without you guys subscribing, watching my videos, and all of that. So I don't have a problem with helping anyone get where they need to be as far as watch hours or anything else. If you guys need watch hours, let me know. You guys are most of you already assigned to a day and a night that I let your video play all day on my additional TVs in the other area, and I don't mind doing it more if you need more hours of watch time. I don't mind doing it. We're here to lift each other and to help each other. Well, I'm gonna say me. I'm here to lift and help anybody that needs to be helped if I could help. I'm not gonna speak for everybody because I don't want to put anybody out there, and I don't want to offend anybody. So, well, okay, do I care about offending? I don't. It's not my fault if you're sensitive. I'm sorry. If you're offended, okay. Okay, if you're offended, it's okay. Life will continue and you'll wake up tomorrow and you may be offended still and you may not. But however, it's up to you how you dictate how you feel and handle stuff, okay? Let's see, Robert. I added up per month for me to the penny, Miss Hope. What's exactly what? Huh? $307. So no ma'am, I won't do one if I can't do it. Yeah, I understand. No hard feelings. Listen, if it's like I stated, if it's not in anyone's budget to do anything on anyone's channel, by all means, don't do it. Don't do it. Because this is for the ones that want to do it and that could afford to do it, or shift their money to do it, or, you know, want to invest in doing it. It's not mandatory. And I'm going to love you the same. I'm going to appreciate you the same as if you subscribed or not. Okay? If it's in your budget to do it, then that's fine. If it's not, nope, don't do it. And I have no hard feelings towards anyone. the memberships, which is just being honest. Thank you for your consideration. Yeah, and listen, I completely understand. I would never hold that against anybody. Like I said, it's not mandatory. It's just on there for those that want to do it. Maria, I appreciate your membership. Dr. Lisa Lynn, I appreciate your membership. Um, and I mean, it is what it is. It's a choice. It's a choice. But in everything, even in this business, guys, even when we're out here, I don't care if it is a penny. If it's going to affect your budget to go out here and buy 30 penny items, don't do it. If it's $1, so if it's going to affect your business to buy, if it's going to affect your budget, if you go out here and buy $20-$30 items or less, don't do it. By all means, stay away from the sales. Who cares? The sale will roll around again. But don't put yourself in a situation to where you got this product and no money. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. So why buy something if you can't, I'm not going to even say afford to do it, if it's not what you budgeted for. Each time you go to a sale, you need to have a budget. You need to have a budget. If you made $300 during Mother's Day, and you need to go and replenish your Mother's Day items, you need to set a budget out of that $300 profit that you're going to put back into your business to buy the replacement items for your business. You shouldn't fund your business out of your own personal household funds. I'm just my opinion. But if that's what you got to do, I'm not going to say I'm against it. You got to do what you got to do. But know your limit, know your budget, know what you need and what you and a want. Because I'm going to be transparent with you. And a lot of people go out and buy everything they see everybody else buy. I was one of them. Because I was new, I didn't know. I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know what I should buy, what I shouldn't buy. You know what I'm saying? So I was buying whatever. I was that person. And there's nothing wrong with being that person. But then at some point now that you know better, you have to move better. See, I didn't know then when I started. I had no clue. But now I'm in the basket community and I'm seeing and I'm learning my needs and my wants. So when I go out and buy stuff, I ask myself these questions. Do I need it? What reason do I need it? What purpose do I need it for? What am I going to use it with? How am I going to use the item? Is it going to be beneficial for me financial wise to purchase it? How fast can I turn this item over? Do I see it as a as a quick sale, or can I turn it into a quick sale, or is it going to necessarily have to go in a basket, or could this go, you know what I'm saying? These are the questions that I ask myself. And now, listen to LBE. She told me 10. Make 10 of each item. Okay? I wasn't doing that. Whatever I had, that's what I was making. Okay? So, I was out here doing the same thing, guys. I was buying everything. I was. Listen, the way I got the items that I have now is purely off catching sales and God's luck and his favor on me. Because when I started, I had nothing. I had a few Dollar Tree items that I had gotten, and I had put into concepts, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is going to be enough concepts. So, Shant the Cream Facing, she sent me a box with some items in it, and I went through what she had and paired with some of the stuff that I had, and I was able to make a few baskets out of that. and compared to what I had. And so that's what I started with. That was it. That was it. I think I had about 10 to 20 sets from Dollar Tree. You know, that Love Struck and all of them, the Lux Spa Luxury. I had about 20, I think I had about 15 or 20 sets when it was all said and done, including the stuff that Shant had sent me. That's it. That's all I had. So I went out of town, and when I went out of town, I realized, oh my God, this is on sale. And I was buying stuff. So that's how I got a lot of stuff that I have now, because like I said, God's grace and mercy upon me that he showed me, because he knew I really in my heart wanted to do this. I you know, and I was committed. And so when I went out of town, I said, I'm going to stop in this store and look around. Baby, when I saw that stuff adding up 10 cents, 20 cents, when I left out that store, I had 6 buggies. Thank God I still had my minivan. Baby, listen, y'all sister was just dumping. Listen, at those prices, and I had nothing, but I did turn the money that I made from those baskets that I did sell. I just flipped it, and that's what I did, and that's how I was able to do that.
Mary in the hospital.
Hold on, guys. She in the hospital.
Yes.
For why?
Retaining fluid. They just trying to get the fluid off of her.
Hi, everybody.
Y'all heard Cameron? He said hello, everybody.
Just wanted to let you know. She all right. I talked to her.
She all right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna call her after I get off live. Is she able to talk?
Yeah, I talked to her.
Okay, babe, can you pass me a water? Y'all, that just took me out. What was I saying, y'all? My husband just said that my aunt is in the hospital. In the hospital. Baby, it's right here. On the counter. I mean, on the bookshelf.
You took the money you made from the baskets.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me, because that just threw me. So I took my money that I made out of the baskets, and I flipped it, and I bought stuff. And then I made some more money, and another sale, I flipped it. Thank you, baby. I took it and I flipped it. They said hello, Cameron. Hello, handsome.
Hello.
He said hello. Yeah, he's losing his voice, and I'm really, babe, can you get him some warm liquid to drink, like a hot chocolate, maybe? Cameron, you want hot chocolate?
You want hot chocolate?
Yeah, woohoo!
Is it downstairs?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Yeah, these little bottles be so full, water everywhere. So yeah, sorry y'all. He's losing his voice, but he just won't stop talking. So I've been trying to coat it with some honey, and I gave him I let him gargle earlier today. He thought that was the funnest thing ever. And so yeah, but if he don't stop talking, all of that ain't gonna matter. Let me see what y'all saying. So yeah, I just kept reflipping the items, guys. I promise you, I had no money. I mean, not that I didn't have any money. I didn't have any money to put into a business. So the money that I made from the sales, from the items that I had, I just kept reflipping it. And when I stumbled upon them sales, baby, all I could do is cry and be full of gratitude and praise. And them people in the store probably didn't know what was going on, but it wasn't their business. That was between me and God. Okay? He already knew my heart, and the items in my area were not on sale. Everybody was on sale, but my items, my store. But I just so happened to come across that, and it was a blessing. Yes, baby.
Do you have marshmallows?
Do I have marshmallows? Tell Poppy to look in the cabinet. I don't know.
What cabinet?
Okay, let me go back and see what y'all saying. Maria, it's fine, baby. We don't mind. We do not mind at all. That's the first thing I told LBE. I said, listen, I promise I'm not stalking you. But I was just intrigued by her, the knowledge that she provides and her amazing gift talents that God have given her to create such immaculate gifts. I was just, floored and taken away by that. Absolutely, Jesus is the way. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, I'm always gonna be considerate of everybody else's budget. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. Yeah, keep personal money and separate from business account. And when I open my wallet, they be like, "Oh my God, you got so many cards." Yep, I do. And every card account for an account. I write on the back of it what that account is for, what that card is used for, and everything. Y'all see I don't know if y'all ever seen my wallet, but it opened up like a butterfly. Anyway, I have mortgage, HOA, business, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. If I go to that card and there's no money on that card in that account for that card, guess what I'm gonna do? Keep riding. I'm gonna keep riding. If I look at that card and I look at that checking account and I'll be like, oh, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Pop shelf, all of my checking accounts got a card to it. I don't intermingle funds. I have a billing account. I have a bill account. I have an HOA account. I have a mortgage account. I have my regular checking account. I have my regular savings account. Pop Chef got an account. All the stores that I frequent have their own account. It's labeled. That's their sub name. That's their nickname. No, ma'am. If I pull out that card and it's written on the back of my card so I won't mix it up, if I looking at an account and it say you got $25 in there, I'm going to keep on pushing because I'm not going to allow the account to get below $25 on each account. I'm not going to do it. Because if an emergency come up and I need to take care of some business and I need funding, I'm going to go to Pop Shelf account, all these cards that don't matter. I'm going to pull them $25 from them accounts and add it up. Okay? So that's how I operate. Welcome in, Monique. Welcome in. So yeah, listen. I don't have time. And my savings account, nope, I don't play with that either. Never know. I have an emergency account. I have a medical account because I have to make sure my co-payments are going to be paid. I have to make sure I'm going to be able to pay for my medication. All of that stuff, I don't play around with that. So those are accounts I'm not going to pull from unless it's just detrimental. It has to be a detrimental type of situation. And it is what it is. And I live by that. So when I go out here for Christmas and sell, say I make $3 or $4 grand, I'm going to allocate a certain amount of that money back to the business. I'm not interested in getting paid right now. What I'm interested in is growing my business and being able to afford what I need to do for my business. Rather, it means if I have to rent a U-Haul, all of that stuff got to come out of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Oh no, these are all separate accounts. Ain't no sub. Because they might... No, ma'am. They all separate. Listen, they all under my name, but they are different. They all got their own different numbers. They all got their own different cards. Nope. And then my business account is separate from my shopping accounts. Yep. Now, out of my business account, I tend to pay for my U-Hauls out of there. Any events, I pay for that out of there. But what I will do is, like I said, I separate the funding from each holiday. And what I do is I divvy it up into the accounts that I frequently shop in. So if I'm taking, let's say, $400, I'm going to divide that $400 into the most frequent accounts, and that's going to be it. Once that funding is gone for that particular holiday at that particular store, it's a wrap. I'm not going back to get anything else. It's a wrap. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you heard me say it or not. But yeah, I don't play no games when it comes to money. So out of my business account, that's what I pay for. Vending events, U-Hauls, and I know for a fact that's the only thing that's going to come out of there, because I've already divided the money that I'm going to buy products with into those accounts that at the stores that I frequent at. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Pop Shelf, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all those accounts, the fundings are already in there. And if I see an item that I like, that I think it may come back to that particular store, I make sure I document, okay, this is where I got this particular item from. I'm very meticulous when it comes to certain things. I'm very particular about stuff like that. And then when I'm adding up my receipts, I got a stack of receipts here. I know that belongs only to Dollar General. So I could go to that Dollar General account that I have set up for just Dollar General, and I could cross-reference my card transactions with my receipts. Easy. So I know y'all seen my video with me having a whole lot of receipts just in a freaking disarray. That's because I didn't do my job, okay? I was just putting them somewhere. I didn't do what I knew to do and what I had been practicing for years. I didn't do it. But now I'm back at doing it, and I'm less stressed. Let's see. I had to do that. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. I write on the back of my cards all the time. And I don't have to write the full name out. For Dollar Tree, I got DT. For mortgage, I got, well, one of my cards I got mortgage written out, but I don't use that account. I have another account for mortgage. And it just got an M. HOA got HOA for sure, because I don't want to just put one letter on there. But I'll put like what it's for on the back of the card. Now, Dollar Tree, Dollar General got DG. Pop Shelf got PS. Just the initials. So yeah, and medical, I wrote out medical, and I wrote out bills, because I need to see that. I don't need to I don't need to confuse them two with nothing. Okay? But yeah, that's how I do it, guys. I mean, and if you guys, like, again, if you guys can think of a easier way, a simpler way, let me know, because I'm all about simplifying my life. But I have to have it in an organized fashion. I have to, because of the way my brain works, especially now. Yeah, I have to. So do you guys have any questions? Any concerns? Ouch. Y'all need anybody on here? Have y'all seen Miss Lillian today? I haven't seen her in here today, but I want for her to check her watch hours and let me know where she's at with her watch hours, because I left my thing on watching for her last night, and then again this morning I kept it on there on her playlist. So guys, if you have not created a playlist for your channel, do so. Because what I found out was that I was typing in and putting y'all information in, and I didn't know y'all had a playlist or not. So I just was watching the channel. I clicked on the picture and just was watching the channel, right? But when I came up in here one morning, I was like, well, who is this on my screen? This is not who's supposed to be on here. Well, somebody else's video was playing. Somebody I don't even know. I was like, oh no. So y'all please create a playlist, because if I put y'all on y'all play, when I go to y'all channel and I play y'all channels on y'all days, then I can be guaranteed that they're not showing anybody videos but yours. Hi Cheryl, welcome in. You're fine. What's the topic? We've been talking about a whole lot of stuff. we done packaged up these little items, and we've talked about meal prep. We've talked about business stuff. We talked about life, and we just been talking. I'm not creating anything. Only thing I came here to do is these church things, and that's because it's for the Lord. Other than that, I would not be in here doing nothing. So I'm staying true to me not working on the weekends, guys. The only way I would decide to work on the weekends is if I have a week full of appointments. Like this week, I had 4 appointments. So, but they were on the same day. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 appointments on one day and 2 appointments the next day. So, yeah. That's it. But what I did was I came in here. I was still dedicated to doing my 30. Like I said, if I have appointments that day, I'm still gonna hold myself to doing minimum 30. Okay. So if I don't have an appointments, I need to be doing 30 and beyond, because I'm here looking and lurking if I'm not doing anything. I have done that with live. It goes from one to the next. Yeah. But yeah, I like I said, I just want to make sure that everybody in here is subscribed to everybody. Please watch through all of the videos when you go to the designers pages. Make sure you give a thumb up. Make sure you give 3 words or more in the comments for them. And what else? I think that's it. 3 words, and y'all can put all the emojis after that you want to. Do not skip their ads. Go do something else while the ads are on. What else? And don't fast forward through their video. I'm going to tell you again, and I might say it every time I get on here. If you fast forward through my video and you get in the comments and say, "Where did you get that from?" All you're gonna get is a heart. I'm not gonna reply, because I might say it's in the video. I might say that, but other than that, I will not go and say what it is. I gave a pass this last week. I did a pass this last week, but I won't be doing that anymore. So y'all just beware. I'm not ignoring you. I saw it. I'm gonna give you a heart to let you know I saw it. Nope. I'm not semi-working. I did what I accomplished to do today. That was to spend time with my grandson. He and I went on our walk. We played monster trucks. We played what the thing is, the boomerang. We did boomerang. We played with some kind of volcano sand. I mean, we did. So I don't know what it is, but we made volcanoes with that sand. We played with the slingshots. We did whoopee cushions. We've had ice cream. We played with fart slime. I don't know who came up with that, but it's so hilarious. What else did we do? We watched, I don't know what the name of that cartoon thing is. Anyway, we watched that. We watched some anacondas on TV. He wanted to watch some anacondas. He also had me build anaconda with that little sand stuff. After that, he rode his scooter in the house. We stacked some boxes together, and that's about it. Then his pop came in. I went to go look at, to check in, to make sure that this vending event wasn't a scam, but I was a day early. So after my husband came home, and I I talked to him about some of the boomerangs being on top of the house that I was not going to go up and get. That my grandson said, Granny, you can do it. Yeah. No, I can't. I can, but I'm not. So my grandson did that. My husband, I asked them if they want to ride with me. They said no. They don't want to ride with me to go look at the event. So I said, okay, well, I'll be back. I got in the car and left. Drove all the way over there, guys, only for me to be wrong. It's tomorrow. But I seen signs out there advertising it, so I know that it's not a scam. However, I would like to go back tomorrow to meet the young lady that's ahead of it, so that when I do want to go and do an event with her, I will have her direct contact, so that I'll know that nobody's in her comments scamming like they do other people. Okay, let me see. Let's see. What y'all saying? Let's see. Okay, we talked about the cards. Late coming in. Yep. Okay, I read that. Hey, Miss Gina. Just stop there. I thought I would go by and give you thumbs up. Okay, thank you, love. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. I'm not semi-working. I read that. The live was a contribution in a good way. Yeah, but I don't consider this working. Me considering working is in here creating baskets and stuff like that. This was just my downtime that I had to myself, that I like I said, I came in here to do these, and I figured while I'm doing these, I'll talk to y'all. You know, this is just my downtime to myself. Everybody need to take time for themselves to do something that they enjoy doing. Not nothing that has to do with your family, not nothing that has to do with your business per se, just something that you enjoy doing. And me, I enjoy talking to y'all. So I got on here and did that, and I needed to get these taken care of. So I said that I was going to do them the other day during my downtime, and I didn't, but I did them now. So this is for a donation. So it's not, to me, it's not considered work. It's considered something that I wanted to do in my heart. So I did those, and I'm going to donate them to that particular church, and that's going to be that. But yeah, I just sat in here. I had me some snacks. I had my I had some. I had the red hot goldfish, with the hot sauce. The hot sauce, so good. They are so good. I had a bag of those. I had my little squishy thing that y'all see me eat all the time. I've had 3 bottles of water. I had an ice cream cone. And earlier today, Cameron and I had ice cream after our walk. And that's the extent of my snack for today so far. But I am about to eat one of these Reese's. Y'all seen them with the Oreos in them? I hid them for the Empire State Building won't come in here and eat them. If y'all know who the Empire State Building is, it's my son. So I put these up. Y'all seen these? They're so good. If y'all don't know by now, I like to snack. I like to cook. I like to snack. Heavy on the snacking. So that's what my day consists of so far, guys. And I'm feeling like I need to take a senior citizen nap. But I already know that's not going to happen. Because my grandson said he already want to show me something. When they come back, he want to show me something. And then I need to get off live so I can call and check in on my favorite auntie. That's on my husband's side of the family. She is my heart. And he just informed me that she's not doing well, that she's in the hospital. So I might be taking a road trip. It all depends on how she sounds when I talk to her. Somebody could tell me what they want to tell me all day long, until I hear your voice for myself and I feel in myself that you are okay, then I'll be okay without not getting on the road. But if I call and I feel like you're not okay and you just telling me that, I'm on my way to put my eyes on you myself. I'm a person, I gotta put my eyes on you. And I think part of that is because of the person that I am. I could be crying and wrecked with pain, but tell people I'm okay as long as I'm on the phone. I know how to get this same voice without crying, without being nasally or anything. And you'll never know I'm crying in pain, but I'm gonna tell you I'm all right. I took apart my hinge cubbies. Huh? Okay. While watching, I wanted to use them. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. See, you're doing stuff while listening. That's okay. At least you listen. You doing something productive, even though you didn't think it through. Do you like them? Do you like how? Do they hold well or what? Because I was thinking about getting some of the hinge ones. I don't know. Y'all want some? I'm so rude. Let me know what you think about them. Do they hold stuff well under weight or? And like, what size are they? Yeah, these so good. What's your favorite snack? Mm. Okay, so you're saying that they don't do good with weight? And listen, as far as the IKEA things go, check on Facebook Marketplace first before you go and buy the whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole setup. Because I got mine off Marketplace. Uh-oh.